Hey, y'all, Chapter James here with the next chapter of our daily Bible study on the book of Genesis. Today we're going to dive into chapter 25. Genesis 25 transitions from Abraham to the next generation. It records Abraham's final years, his death, the continuation of his line through Isaac, and the birth of Jacob and Esau. This chapter highlights the unfolding of God's covenant plan through successive generations and the sovereign choice of God in fulfilling his purposes. So now let's dive into the text itself. Abraham again took a wife, and her name was Keturah, and she bore him Zimran, Jokshan, Medan, Midian, Ishbak, and Shua. Jokshan begat Sheba and Dedan, and the sons of Dedan were Ashurim, Letushim, and Leumim. And the sons of Midian were Ephah, Epher, Hanok, Abida, and Eldah. And these were the children of Keturah. And Abraham gave all that he had to Isaac. But Abraham gave gifts to the sons of the concubines which Abraham had. And while he was still living, he sent them eastward away from Isaac his son to the country of the east. This is the sum of the years of Abraham's life which he lived. 175 years. Then Abraham breathed his last and died in a good old age, an old man and full of years, and was gathered to his people. And his sons Isaac and Ishmael buried him in the cave of Machpelah, which is before Mamre, in the field of Ephron the son of Zohar the Hittite, the field which Abraham purchased from the sons of Heth. There Abraham was buried, and Sarah his wife. And it came to pass after the death of Abraham that God blessed his son Isaac, and Isaac dwelt at Beer-lahai-roi. Now this is the genealogy of Ishmael, Abraham's son, whom Hagar the Egyptian, Sarah's maidservant, bore to Abraham. And these were the names of the sons of Ishmael by their names according to their generations. The firstborn of Ishmael, Nebajoth, then Kedar, Adbeel, Mibsam, Mishma, Duma, Massa, Hadar, Tema, Jetur, Naphish, and Kedemah. These were the sons of Ishmael, and these were their names by their towns and their settlements, 12 princes according to their nations. These were the years of the life of Ishmael, 137 years, and he breathed his last and died and was gathered to his people. They dwelt from Havilah as far as Shur, which is east of Egypt, as you go toward Assyria. He died in the presence of all his brethren. This is the genealogy of Isaac, Abram's son. Abraham begot Isaac. Isaac was 40 years old when he took Rebekah as wife, the daughter of Bethuel the Syrian of Padan Aram, the sister of Laban the Syrian. Now Isaac pleaded with the Lord for his wife because she was barren, and the Lord granted his plea, and Rebekah his wife conceived. But the children struggled together within her, and she said, "If all is well, why am I like this?" So she went to inquire of the Lord. And the Lord said to her, 2 nations are in your womb. 2 peoples shall be separated from your body. 1 people shall be stronger than the other, and the older shall serve the younger. So when her days were fulfilled for her to give birth, indeed, there were twins in her womb. And the first came out red. He was like a hairy garment all over, so they called his name Esau. Afterward his brother came out, and his hand took hold of Esau's heel, so his name was called Jacob. Isaac was 60 years old when she bore them. So the boys grew, and Esau was a skillful hunter, a man of the field, but Jacob was a mild man dwelling in tents. And Isaac loved Esau because he ate of his game, but Rebekah loved Jacob. Now Jacob cooked a stew, and Esau came in from the field, and he was weary. And Esau said to Jacob, "Please feed me with that same red stew, for I am weary." Therefore his name was called Edom. But Jacob said, "Sell me your birthright as of this day." And Esau said, "Look, I am about to die, so what is this birthright to me?" Then Jacob said, "Swear to me as of this day." So he swore to him and sold his birthright to Jacob, and Jacob gave Esau bread and stew of lentils. Then he ate and drank, arose and went his way. Thus Esau despised his birthright. Now we have several key themes in the chapter. The first one being Abraham's later years and descendants. Abraham marries Keturah and has several sons, but he gives all that he has to Isaac. The sons of Keturah receive gifts and are sent eastward, clearly distinguishing Isaac as the covenant heir. These descendants become the ancestors of various Arab tribes, showing Abraham as a father of many nations. Our second key theme is the death and burial of Abraham. Abraham dies at 175 and is buried by Isaac and Ishmael in the cave of Machpelah alongside his wife Sarah. The joint burial by both sons reflects a moment of familial unity and honors Abraham as patriarch. Our third key theme is God's blessing on Isaac. After Abraham's death, God blesses Isaac, affirming him as the chosen heir of the covenant promises. Isaac settles near Beer Lahai Roi, a place associated with God's presence and past revelation. Our fourth key theme is the generations of Ishmael. The genealogy of Ishmael is listed, fulfilling God's earlier promise that he would father 12 princes. Ishmael dies at 137, and his descendants live in opposition to their relatives, as foretold in Genesis 16. Our fifth key theme is the birth of Jacob and Esau. Isaac prays to the Lord because Rebekah is barren, like Sarah before her. God answers, and Rebekah conceives twins who struggle in the womb. The Lord reveals that 2 nations are in her womb, and the older will serve the younger, demonstrating divine election. Our sixth key theme is the character of the twins. Esau is born first, red and hairy. Jacob follows, grasping Esau's heel. Their names reflect their character. Esau is impulsive and rugged, and Jacob as strategic and grasping. Our seventh key theme is Esau sells his birthright. In a moment of hunger, Esau sells his birthright to Jacob for a meal. This exchange highlights Esau's disregard for spiritual inheritance and Jacob's cunning desire for blessing. Then our eighth key theme is God's sovereign choice. This chapter introduces a theme that will develop further. God's purposes unfold not through human merit, but through his sovereign will. Though Jacob's methods are flawed, he values what Esau despises, the covenant birthright. Well, that's all of chapter 25. I hope you like this lesson. Very, very important lesson in the continuation of the promise of many generations to Abraham. And now we see the birth of Jacob and Esau, and we will continue the next several chapters with them. So, hope you liked it. If you did, hit the like button and the notification bell if you've not done so before to get a notification of new chapters coming out. And until we meet each other again, God bless you and take care.